Hey, Alicia Carver here from Alicia Carver Vocal Coaching. I'm here to tell you how you can start your own side hustle using the gifts and abilities that you've been given and be true to who you are by answering these 5 questions that were so instrumental in helping me start my own side hustle. So we all have stories. As I look back on my journey to what I'm doing right now in a side hustle, I look at what theme was like riddled throughout my story. And for me, that theme was music. It started as a little girl going with my mom and practicing on these little tracks, these cassette tracks to play and sing at church. And I was so excited to do this. I remember going to a concert, my very first concert, and sitting in the front row and just loving what this guy was doing, communicating truth through music. And then I remember learning guitar at age 14, playing until my fingers bled literally, and having to get a nylon string guitar just so that my fingers wouldn't hurt so bad, and practicing my chords on the side of my bedpost just so that I could continue learning. I was just so passionate about it. I remember dealing with an eating disorder in high school, and that's where I really healed through music. I started writing songs for the first time, going to truth and writing through it. And that's where my songwriting started. I'd gone on to college and majored in worship arts, graduated and worked at Lancaster Bible College in their worship arts department, worked with all the worship leaders there. And then I got to travel with a band that we kind of started, and it was affirmed in my life, all of these different things with music. And so fast forward, I got married, and I was wondering, what role is music going to play in my life now that I'm married? And then I became a mom. This desire started to grow in me to continue to do something I was passionate about while at the same time being a mom and a wife. Also to just be true to who I was. And so I ended up seeing this mom all the time, and she'd always find me in these low moments where my kids were running away or just melting down. And one day we were just talking, and I found out that she worked from home. She was a mama. She worked in the white space moments, right? The moments where our kids weren't awake. I kind of got excited about what I might do that would be kind of outside of the box of the norm, but to do something I was passionate about. Well, she asked me 5 questions. She asked me, what do I enjoy? What do others encourage in you? What areas do you excel in? What is effortless to you? And what gives you energy? It was those 5 questions that really jump-started me. She gave me a couple of books to read, which I'm going to tag in the notes, but one is Barefootexecutive and one is Side Hustle. Those books just opened my eyes to help me go through my journey and say, what are the things that people ask me about? What are the things that I've had pain points in my life that I feel like I could help people with? And as I looked back on my journey with this music story, I realized there's some things that I'm really passionate about, and I feel like I can kind of encourage them in this. That's where Alicia Carver Vocal Coaching was birthed. I want to encourage you to use this time to just grow personally, to read some books. I would encourage you to do some strength finder tests, do some personality assessments to kind of evaluate who am I and how do I work best and what gives me energy, what makes me smile. Find out what you're passionate about, and then try to find a coach to help you in that if you're feeling stuck. And it might be a friend just to kind of evaluate hey, what do you see in me that I can't see myself? Love to be a part of your journey, and this is just a little bit about what's been in my journey. So I'm excited for what the future holds. I'm excited for you too.